and welcome to the Direct Selling Success Podcast. I'm Anna Green, and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, and training on network marketing done right. Thank you for listening.
Hello, how are you today? Welcome. So I wanted to talk to you today about your why. I want to know whether it is big enough. Now, when I say big enough, I don't mean like I want £1 million by next year. I don't mean that. I just mean, is it big enough to make you do the things that don't feel great, that make you procrastinate, that make you worry and make you fearful? Today I sat here in my office, and the reason that I'm not on at 9 o'clock like I would usually be doing these recordings and the lives and things is because I sat there and I worried about saying this stuff that I'm going to tell you now, because it's real and it's me and it's my goals from way back when, and there's people who might listen to this that I'm frightened that they'll hear it for whatever reason is going on in my head. And because my goals are so strong, because I know I want them, because my why is big enough, yes, I sat here for a little while going, oh, should I share this? Should I just go and have another cup of tea? Oh, maybe I'll go and do the washing up. Like we do, procrastination in a big way. I thought, I'm still going to do it. I thought, I'm still going to ignore those little voices that are telling me to go and do something else. No, actually, nobody will want to hear this. Or, oh, there'll be certain people that will hear this and maybe look at me in a different light or whatever, especially with it being on my public profile where all my friends and family and people from past lives, they're all from here. And I sat there thinking, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. And then I had to stop myself because I realised I was doing it. And when I realised I was doing it, I sat down with myself and my little voice in my head, bless it, and I said, do you know what? I know this is scary. I know I don't feel particularly comfortable with this, but if I don't do it, is it going to get me closer to my goal? Is it going to get me closer to that why that is big enough for me to overpower those voices in my head to say, right, come on, Hannah, get your act together, just go live. What is the best that can happen? Anybody else feel like this sometimes? Anybody else feel that fear and then does it anyway? Love that book. And I know who wrote that one. Those of you who know me and watch my stuff regularly, I can never remember who writes books. That was Dale Carnegie. Get me. Watch me be wrong now. Anyway, I want to know from you today, do you have a goal? Do you have a dream? Whether it's work related, like an earnings goal or a sales goal or an achievement goal, or maybe it's incentive driven, leadership driven, recognition driven, or is it a personal goal? You want to prove that you can be successful. Do you want to do some decorating in your house and pay for that? Do you want to take your kids to Disneyland? DIY maybe, like a big DIY goal like I've got. I want to do my extension on the back of my house. That's a big goal for me. I was saying to my Mega Mastermind guys who are training with me at the moment, I was saying to them about my big goal to be able to have a pension pot that allows me to do whatever I want in my pension ages, because that would be amazing. I don't want to have to rely on state pension and the fact that I'm self-employed, so don't get a workplace pension quite the same and haven't done for many years. So I want you to really think about this. What is that goal? What is that big goal of yours? Write it down. If there's lots of little goals, write them down. What are the ones that mean so much to you that you will overpower those thoughts in your head? So back when I was a kid, and 12, 13 years old, all I wanted to do was own my own shop. I wanted to be able to have a shop in the high street where I sold something, and that varied depending on what mood I was in. Sometimes it was I wanted to sell CDs and records. I wanted to have my own music shop, and then at some points I wanted to have a sweet shop, and at some points I wanted to have something else. So I wanted these things, and I wanted it, but the why wasn't big enough to make me go and do it. and life circumstances changed. I ended up marrying a guy in the military and disappearing off out of my hometown, so I couldn't have run a shop. Anyway, I parked it for a time and direct sales came into my world, and guess what that is? It's owning my own shop. But I could do it anywhere, and I could do it from home, and I could do it around the kids, and there wasn't a massive outlay and loads of stock that I couldn't work out how to look after. So for me, that fit perfectly, and it brought my why back to life again, and I could see how I could make it work for me. So as I was building this business, I was thinking about that why that I always wanted, that successful shop, the one that everybody knew me for doing that shop. That's what I could have. And for me, that feeling of being successful and that sense of achievement and making something work for me was what drove me to go and do the things. It's what drove me, that feeling of success that I got when maybe I got in the top 10 of the recognition for the consultants who were in the small team that I was with. I was like, yes, there's 10 of us and I'm in the top 10. Yeah, this is great. I'm getting recognised. And it was so amazing. And I thought, do you know what? If I can feel like this and get the amount of excitement and amazing joy from getting the recognition, maybe other people would want this. Maybe I can pass this to other people. Maybe I could get other people the things that I'm getting from this. So that made me think, well, actually, do you know what? Who do I know who is around that would love what I'm doing now? Get the things out of it that I'm getting out of it now. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to share this with other people. So I did, and I shared it with lots of other people. I built a business and I built a team and I built sales and I achieved great things because of that why, because the why that I had was so strong. I wanted to feel successful at the time. And for me to feel successful, it was hitting the incentives, it was hitting the promotions, it was getting that recognition through my upline leader or through the company and seeing my name in lights and feeling like I was contributing to the household and letting my kids see that I could be successful. Does anybody else feel like this? This is what I felt. So for me, as I worked my way up the company promotion ladder and built this team and then built teams of teams, I was getting recognised along the way. So my ultimate goal was to become this regional manager and be, known throughout the company and be incredibly successful. But along the way, I had all these other little things to achieve. I was looking at that big thing. Don't get me wrong, that was my vision, that big, this is where success is, this is what success is going to be for me, this is where I want to be on that stage, receiving that diamond bracelet, having that big income and that big team that's selling, hundreds of thousands every month, and that's what I wanted. But along the way, I had all these little steps that helped me get there. So I broke it down. I thought, well, what's the first thing I need to do? I need to hit this promotion. I need to sell this much stuff. I need to have a team that's selling this much stuff, right? What can I do to get there? And every time I got that whole, I'm a bit frightened of doing this, picking up the phone or following up with somebody or asking somebody, I thought, do you know what? Yeah, I can feel myself not wanting to do it, but why don't I want to do it? Is the thing going to get me closer to my goal? Yes. Right, so why don't I want to do it? Because I'm scared of the goal and what I've got to do to get there, and I'm scared of actually pushing myself and feeling the fear. And that's how we get this whole, but I want this thing, but I'm going to sabotage myself. I'm going to stop myself from doing it without even realising we're doing it a lot of the time. And that first step is just to recognise what you're doing and recognise the fact that actually this is scary. And it's scary because I want it, and it's scary because I've not done this thing before and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scary because I think what's going to happen might happen and it actually doesn't. I mean, looking at you guys on here now watching me, and I'm pretty sure when you're listening to this on my podcast, you won't be the people that I'm afraid of watching my stuff. Because the people who I'm afraid of watching my stuff and seeing me for who I am and sharing my journey and sharing my fears, they're not going to be watching this anyway. Because why would they? they're not going to have got as far as this. They're going to have switched off ages ago. Or they're just not going to see it. They're not going to be watching my live streams onto social media. They're not going to be listening to my podcast because they're not interested. The only people that are going to be doing that are the people who are interested. So, you know, sometimes we've got to reason with ourselves and think, well, actually, I accept that I'm afraid, but I'm going to have to do hard things to get the goal that I want. If I keep doing the easy things, I'm never going to get there. Because the easy things don't make you grow into the person that you could be and get you that success, whatever it might look like. Whether that is following up with more people or getting yourself in new places or posting that thing on social media that you're so afraid of posting. Just go and do it. Don't just go and do it. Go and have a think about why you're not doing it and then reason with yourself and go and do it anyway. And think afterwards, actually, well done. Well done me. Well done me for doing that thing that scared me. Look, nothing bad's happened. Or if something bad does happen, I mean, I've been trolled on social media before now. If something bad does happen, look at it and think, well, actually, I feel sorry for these people that are being horrible to me and trolling me because they obviously have no life and they're obviously not having a good life if they have a life. So do you know what? That's on them and not on me. So I think we build up this resilience to feeling that fear. And the more we feel the fear, the more we do it, especially if we look at it in the right way. Anyway, that's my thing that I wanted to share with you today. Because do you know what? I think having that why is the thing that gets me where I need to get to. Having that thing that I want, that I want to work towards, that will massively change my life, will get me the thing that I want to get in some way, shape or form, whatever that is what keeps me doing the things. So yeah, so that's me. I hope you've enjoyed that and I hope it's given you some sort of insight into your business as well as mine. If any of you have any questions at all, please just drop me a comment and I will answer them. Yeah, thank you for listening.